want us to unite, for it's all lies, as media outlets will allow politicians to spread lies, portraying us as public enemy number one. When our true public enemy holds the badge and the gun, claiming to protect and serve. So no matter how you get down, 911 is a joke in your town, my town, and anyone's town when you're black or brown. That's why we gotta shut them down, shut them down. For they're in fear of a black planet. That's why they need a nation of millions to hold us back. And they want us to get the fuck out of Dodge. We strike back and we show them what we got. And what we got tonight is a great show. My main man, Big Dave here, is going to be taking over the helm as the host. We got Ross, the co-founder of the Artificial Showcase, which is a dope show. Yeah. And people, there will be an opportunity to win VIP passes in general admission to his shows in July and August and other great prizes. We have raffles going on tonight. Raffle tickets are $2 each, 3 for $5, or 8 for 10. Just get with me or get with Kamisha. She'll be handling it after I leave the show this evening. So y'all in for a great show. All yours, sir.
How y'all doing?
Right.
My name is Big Dave. This is a public service announcement. I'm not a poet.
Lies, all lies. You know what I'm saying?
Tonight I'm a host. Hey, I see a lot of people sitting in the back. I want to be like one of them old Baptist pastors that have people move to the front. Y'all come to the front a little bit.
Not a whole lot,
just not a little bit. Just move up just a little bit.
I got you one right now.
I appreciate it. Hey, all you need is one sometimes, right?
That's right.
Okay, so one thing about me, I don't like prolonging nothing because it don't take all day to do that. You know what I'm saying? I want to get the show going, but I want to ask a few questions tonight. Not ask a few questions, just want to say we got a few house rules, of course. I'm not going to ask you to respect the mic tonight, but what I'm going to ask you to do is respect vulnerability. Because vulnerability will be put on display tonight. You know, people, they work hard on their craft, you know, and they get up here on the stage, you know, to unleash, to unpack some of the drama that they go through in their daily life. So just respect vulnerability tonight. Okay, and if a poet gets up here and say something that you like, what are we supposed to do? Or what else? Yes. But say, I know y'all didn't come up here for me to bore y'all, so I know we're gonna get to some poetry. So we got a big open mic list, and I know we got some dope poets out here. So, and I don't go in any particular order. So first poets in the open mic, y'all give it up for Metcher.
Last name on the list. Okay. All right. I appreciate everybody for letting me in. Thank you very much. I'm gonna try this.
Take your time, brother.
From the day's first sign of light, I've been enlightened. Spiritual awareness has been heightened because I vibe with the divine at the height of the night. My mind took flight back to the original source of life so the Most High could provide guidance to get this mind right. And when God's intuitive philosophy is dropped on me, it instantly removes the mystery from prophecies initially received in antiquity, and I see that I should be a vehicle for God's power to manifest through me. So after politicking with the spirit of Elegba, I began to make the return back from the beginning on the Odyssey, never-ending shockwave sending time. And extending a message to you modern-day originals with oratorical fundamentals, essential when conventional attempts to raise mental levels have left you disheveled. and perhaps expose traps caused by cerebral lapses as I bridge the gaps between synapses. In fact, you may want to remove all skull caps and have to let this lyrical format get at that faculty of brain cells and tap into the abstract, so that you can realize the fact that our identity has survived across incarnations with verbal translations for spiritual cultivation. But our collective stagnation has led to procrastination. We have got to stop waiting. You and I have got to unify and try not to listen to men whose mission is to cause a cultural cataclysm. Instead, pay attention to this poetic mysticism as I usher in a vision of what mortals call religion. And in that instant, you'll be faced with one major decision. What are you really on this earth for? Peace.
Look into my ultraviolet eye with some silence of living powers. Takes like
Y'all give it up for Miss Hey, the reason why I called him first is I knew he was gonna be a tough act to follow. Yeah, you gotta say it high from the beginning, so now you know what to expect. So next up on the open mic, y'all give it up for Mr. Alex. Punchline.
How many rounds we do?
You can do 2 poems.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I got a big list tonight.
Okay. Blowing the dust off, knocking the rust off. Back on this poetic stage as I am hot like burning sage, so hype I might need Ritalin to calm the nerves in my brain. This flow is insane, reminiscent of Big Daddy Kane or a stem from Rakim. I get deeper than Orson Welles when he was a citizen. Yes, I stress that my thought process is blessed as I address and caress you with nouns and pronouns that are profound as it sounds like damn. Sweet heavenly melodies in this space and time. It should be a crime like a felony. I'm not serving time behind bars, but these bars are raising the bar like the biggest star that is the sun. I'm just getting started as in beginning, and I am winning, and the puns and fun have just begun. I pour scores of metaphors into the pores of the rich and the poor, leaving them wanting more. And I'm keeping scores. If my name was Wilt, 100 points in the game, 20,000 he claimed. He never mentioned no names. I spit fire to the flames, the same way the pyramids were built. Long lasting with each passing day, these bars will stay in your mental. Highly educated, but this cannot be debated. But you can rate it like PG, that's guidance, that is parental. I ebb and flow and roll like an afro, so I can expand as I'm thinking of a master plan. But see, the master's plan has already been written, so I'm spitting words that are fitting together like a puzzle. So as you guzzle this verbal liquid, don't sip it, depict it as a vision that has risen to new height and gaining altitude, never declining as I'm climbing that ladder of success. And I'm so blessed because that's my attitude. Appreciate y'all for real. I guess we got one more. Let me see. Father's Day just passed, right?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I didn't get a chance to do it at Ross's Artificial Show. That was the plan, but I guess better late than never, right? I ain't do this in a while, so bear with me. Black man, this message is for you. This is a poem about Black fatherhood. Father, F-A-T-H-E-R, fulfilling all things her excellence requires, providing the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding it is going to take to accelerate and elevate her higher. Be solid through all her phases, and she'll forever sing your praises like the Mississippi Mass Choir. Be the example of the man that will always stand on truth, and she'll never have to call you a liar. As the father of a queen in training, I am sustaining, maintaining, and remaining a permanent fixture in her life. So as time keeps on slipping into the future, my job is to ensure that she does not, repeat, not have to quote the rappers Drake and Future by asking me that age-old question, where your ass was at? Where your ass was at when I took my first steps? Where your ass was at when you reneged on promises that were supposed to be kept? Where your ass was at during the holidays and the birthdays? Where your ass was at when I was going through my worst days? Where was you, daddy? Where your ass was at when I felt life had defeated me? Where your ass was at when mama's boyfriend was beating me? Where your ass was at during the time of my senior prom? Where your ass was at when you were supposed to be there to be my calm? See, these are the types of questions you don't want your children to have to ask. So it would behoove you to be moved to want to step into the plate and be up for the task. Know that time is your most precious commodity. So as the sands of the hourglass will soonly pass, it is the seeds that you plant now that will allow your presence to continue to grow like grass long after your time on earth has passed. So black man, you got to understand, to overstand and understand that it was planned for you as the man to have to stand in the gap so mothers do not have to bridge the gap by attempting to fill a hole by playing dual roles for the children to feel whole. So please, black man, fulfill your roles. I know it feels like the deck is stacked against us, but we got to beat the odds. From New York to Compton, we need to be like Akil J. Compton to go from being niggas to gods. As gods, it is our responsibility to take care of the creation and foundation that was made and laid for. We made something in our likeness and image. This is not a game, no scrimmage, for our DNA is vintage. Realize that we are dwelling in the melanin comprised of 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. So we need to transform like Autobots and Decepticons and form like Voltron to create the strongest bond to create lifelong smiles. So remember one thing, we are fathers, we are dads, and it's our duty to give all we have. Appreciate y'all.
Y'all give it up for Alex Frazier. Hey man, these poets, they getting at it tonight.
Yes.
Hey, and Mitch here, to be fair, he was second to the bottom. I am really. Next up on the mic, Trucker AS.
Get up for 720X in the house. Keeping the party high, keeping the atmosphere alive.
Love that guy.
Appreciate you. Peace and blessings. Peace to everybody.
Peace.
I ain't a poet. I'm really not a poet, but I like coming out here and I like expressing myself. That's what I'm working on, getting more expressive, because one day I want to be a father. And I know if I'm a father, I'm gonna have to be verbal. So I'm gonna have to learn how to speak and use words and command so I can get my point across. But anyway, here we go. This book is it's a book of short tales by Amir Baraka. The name of the book is called Tales. So I just wanted to pick a little selection out of here. If y'all give me a little time, you know what I'm saying? Bear with me, okay? All right. Let's see. Okay, the title of this selection is The Alternative. The leader sits straddling the bed and the night. Thou innocent blinds him. Who is our flesh, our lover? March here from where we sit now, sweating, remembering. O men, find me. Who am your only blood? Sit straddling the bed under a heavy velvet canopy, homemade. The door open for a breeze, which will not come through the other heavy velvet hung at the opening. Each thread a face or smell, rubbing against himself with yellow glasses and fear at their exposure. Death, death. They, the younger students, run by screaming, thou impromptus, thou dead themselves. The leader at his bed, stuck with 130 pounds, black meat, sewed to falling bone. Ahead with the big red eyes turning senseless, 5 toes on each foot needing washing, and the hands that dangle to the floor. Though the boy himself is thin, small, washed out, he needs huge, bleak hands that drag the floor, and a head full of walls and flowers, blinking lights. He is speaking. Yeah, the walls are empty, heat at the ceiling, though one wall is painted with the lady, her name now in large relief, a fake rag stuck between the chalk marks of her sex. Finley, Teddy's doors, there sprawl where the wind fiddled with the drying cloth. Leon came in and laughed. Carl came in and hit his mouth, but he laughed. Teddy said, "Oh man, come on, Hollywood. You can't beat that. Not with your years. Man, you're a school teacher, 10 years with weeping for his old stinking lady and hit with the aspirin bottle. The leader is sprawled, dying. His I don't know that word, something into the comfortable cells. I have drawings, says Leon, whimpering now in the buses from Chicago. Dead in a bottle, floats out of sight until the Africans arrive with love and prestige. Niggers, they say, niggers, be happy with your ancestors, or recognize in this berg martyrs, dead in Dead in an automat because the boys had left, lost in New York, frightened of the burned lady, they fled into the streets and sang their homage to the Radio City. The leader sits watching the window, the dried orange glass etched with the fading wind. How many there then? 13 Rue Madeline, the boys' club. They gave what was given them, names, and the black collar hung on the door, swinging back and forth. One pork chop on the hot plate, and how many there? Here now, just the shadow, waving its arms, the eyes tearing or staring blindly at the dead street. The same who loved me all my life, the same I find my senses in. Their flesh, a wagon of dust, a mind conceived from all minds, a country of thought, where I am, will go, have never left, a love of love, and the silence, the question posed each second. Is this my mind, my feeling? Is this the voice, something heavy in the locked streets of the universe? Thank you.
And I'll give it up to Brother AS. We'll keep this thing going. Next up on the open mic is Alpha Jiri, the scribe.
Peace.
What's your answer, Chief?
I'd like to greet y'all by saying free the land, but when I say that, I'd like you to say it back to me. Is that all right?
Mhm.
Free the land.
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 By any and all means necessary.
Any and all means
Thank you. So yesterday was my birthday. All right. I'm gonna do this one for y'all. This one's called Winds on the Horizon. Winds on the horizon, carried across the big wide blue. They carry tales of suffering, stench of cooked flesh, cries to a God that gives just enough strength to persist. They carry cries. They carry crackle of campfire and whispers of resistance and shouts too. They carry echo of gunfire, echo of Babylon rocket, echo of lives lived and lost too soon, echo of ascension, echo of martyrdom, echo of soul meeting spirit, echo of memory, echo of strength to persist, echo of knowing, echo of waking, of opening one's eyes to see the truth that here and there, then and now are the same place. Echo of feeling, echo of memory, echo of life, echoes heard if you can listen close. Listen close if you can. Stop and feel that breeze blowing faintly from the river to across the sea. Feel it grace your skin. Feel it raise your hairs. Feel its reminder that life exists in your smallest places. Feel its portent. Feel its telling of the tempest to come. Feel its telling that wind is not a molecule but a current. That foolish talk of this and that misses the pattern for the present. And all there is are patterns. Stop and feel that breeze blowing. Can you tell me the weather tomorrow?
Y'all give it up for Alpha Jiri, the scribe. Gonna keep this open mic going. Next up on the open mic is Maya the Bee.
Yo, drop your glasses, shake your asses.
What's up, y'all? Shoot. Y'all mind if I do some old shit? I really didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do tonight.
Good shit. Right.
Say what?
Shit.
Some new shit?
No, good.
Oh, good shit?
That's right.
Actually, I'm gonna do the very first poem that I actually cussed in.
What?
That's how old it is. I lost my mind in this fucking poem, yo.
Where's cuss word?
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Well, you know what it is. It's law-abiding citizens.
Yep.
Law-abiding citizens. That was my first signature piece, y'all. So, let's go ahead and get it then. No justice, no peace. I'm writing this shit while I'm fucking angry. Law-abiding citizen until America created me. This man said he don't approve of everything y'all write when you stoke the fire in your soul and hatred takes over with your fist ball and you're ready to fight. I love poetry because poetry knows no boundaries. I can spit whatever I want. Who the fuck gonna judge me? Sometimes I think I just get put in these situations just to elevate my voice. Because when you tie my hands behind my back and kidnap the way of life, I try to provide for my kids, you leave me without a choice. Real talk, I never swore it in a poem. I never felt the means to. Because I had enough time to sit down and think of the million other words I could use. But fuck them. This ain't no typical tantrum. I'm giving a speech and I ain't muting my words when I teach. Like a Southern Baptist, I'm here to preach. And you soft jokers out of my reach, don't touch me. I used to be lovely until lovely got ugly. This world's so muggy and I ain't blind, just low key. I know a bitch fucking Tom for a promotion and money. Knees skid up, but the story ain't funny. Slept a whole way through the lion's den. Got to the top, but forgot the color of her skin. Thought she was tall because her heels lifted her up 6 inches like a steeple. Why we the only race that stomp our own people?
Okay.
This shit is crazy, taboo. This conversation is way overdue. This is what America made you? Stepping in the queue trying to argue with me? Look before you leap. Forgetting your value, use a sheep. As you sow, so shall you reap. Tongue slobbing up Uncle Sam going throat deep. Used to be a time we wasn't good enough to die for this country. Paid with blood for our entry. Got no love from this country. Now you want us to lie for this country, cuz? You hold us up like billboards, exporting justice to other countries just because you feel bored, and the lies sink like quicksand. The Middle East ain't gonna bow to no white man. They say we should thank them for taking us out of Africa, bringing us to America. Their history is hysteria. They wouldn't be prosperous if it wasn't for us. Then put us in the hood and redline our community. Mix school districts together so they could call it unity. Gave us crack and liquor just to get us sicker and left us without a clue. If they fed the white neighborhoods, then they will eat it too. Want to tell us we all got excuses. That's why we not trying. You walking a thin line and looking for a loophole while you recruiting our people. Yeah, you aligning the stars to trend with folks like Candace Owens and Ben Carson co-signing. And no one's debt lasts forever unless they in debt with the devil. I ain't trying to be on your level. This life ain't without gratis. You ain't gonna make me a status. I don't get buried in the crowd. My mind's not in a cloud. If I got something to say, then I'm gonna say that shit out loud. While you testing me, I'm not gonna leave you guessing with me. Keep pressing me. Have you depressing me? I'm a blessing, you see. America's biggest secret they want to keep. A mad black woman with a lit fuse they misuse and can't diffuse. I'm that one-star review hunting you on the news. I can't be caged, pepper sprayed, disengaged. I won't swallow my rage. I am not my ancestors. This is a different page. Can you see it? They entertaining our views, mocking our opinions, faking our attention. Got Kamala's husband dressing in African linen, looking like a clown. It's a joke to these folks. If you ain't a straight white feather, then they mixing us all together like we all flock together in bad weather and shit. Now, I'm gonna need y'all to listen very closely, okay? I know nothing about being gay. So why is my color in their flag like we're all born the same way? Hold on now. I ain't hating. I'm just saying, why you mixing February with May and Juneteenth with Pride Day like we share the same parades? I'm sick of the charades. Make America great again. Show me the cuffs on this man. It's not an arrest if you can't see past his skin. White America. And if you think this is fiction, then you don't fit the description. There ain't no organization, no real structure. The government's dominated by color and falsified religions, and we sitting like some motherfucking stool pigeons because we all just some law-abiding citizens.
What I'm talking about. I swear that never gets old.
Y'all want part two? It's shorter.
Yeah,
It's shorter.
maybe call in work tomorrow. No, but
Yeah, part two is shorter.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's my part. I went off. I was like, fuck it.
You really did write that when you was angry.
Yeah, I was mad as fuck, yo.
As if
So this part two. Get off him. He can't breathe. Another brother's blood staining these streets. Another red man for the police to beat. They taking up badges, turning in sheets. The Klan hiding in plain sight in all the PDs. Apparently, 8 minutes and 46 seconds is enough to teach a black man a lesson. But now you want to throw a tantrum when he kneels during a 2-minute anthem? Y'all's priorities is garbage when the one sworn to protect and serve creates the carnage. Them keys to your house is useless when the cops breaking your locks like, excuse us, bang! I scream, you scream, we all scream for the flavor of innocent blood dripping in ice cream. Damn. And you know, my mans didn't even have to tell you about the gun in his car if he wanted to shoot you. If it was a white dude, then a conversation would have ensued. What size, color, caliber, how many bullets it muster? This motherfucker turned a broken taillight into a massacre. Next time, don't tell if they don't ask. For every black man with a gun, there's an officer with a pass. And stop buying your little black boys' toys weapons. It's a hard lesson, but better than being shot for possession. They already a threat. Let them know. Even though they 12 in the eyes of 5-0, they a man. They can't play cops and robbers with little Cal and Billy. Ain't America something though? We sell guns legally to kids like John Doe. Forget they been institutionalized twice and diagnosed bipolar. Spend their free times releasing the anger on the Nintendo controller. Karen didn't want to recognize her son was so withdrew. So he took daddy's guns and shot up the school. If we want to talk numbers, that's some white folk shit. And who you really think takes advantage of the Second Amendment? We're labeled thugs, but they got criminals. If little Billy shot the church up, then he must be mental. And Xavier in the suburbs just can't fit in. When a motherfucker Zimmerman can't follow simple instructions. Oops, I said his name when they should be saying theirs. But bitch, you ever kill my son, I'm gonna become your nightmare. Say your prayers, I don't care. Eye for an eye, I'm gonna make this shit fair. The KKK made an exception when tea and Skittles became deadly weapons. And look, while you running your mouth trying to deflect what this is all about, right now ain't the time to mask these stories with stats on black crime. You ain't lying, but you choosing to be blind. Take some accountability and stop drawing your lines. The fear turns into confusion, confusion back into fear, like we live in our lives with fine prints and prayers, while the government hanging over our head trying to split hairs. What we got to do to protect our daughters and sons from becoming the next victims of these motherfucking law-abiding citizens.
Y'all give it up for Fire B. Right now, we're gonna take a small break poetry and call Miss Kamisha up here.
Give it up.
Y'all give it up for Kamisha.
Okay, well, there are 3 for $5, 8 for 10, or $2 each. So if you're raffle, put your hand up real quick. We got some good stuff coming.
2 for 10.
You guys, you say no? Okay.
All right.
What is it?
Anybody else? Anybody?
Somebody donate to the cause.
Yeah.
Somebody donate to the cause. That's a good cause.
Okay. What's the 8?
What's the rapid prize?
Show tickets.
Show tickets across the
Everybody, before we start drawing.
No, sir.
All right, is that everybody?
Yeah, Jonathan.
Are we good? Yeah, what's cash app?
Poetic plates. All the work.
Got that same phone thing. Got that on Amazon? But then next, got Samsung. Thank you.
Okay, are we ready? All right. So the first ticket, will read the last 3 numbers.
Y'all do this real good. That's a young folks, boy. I got-
991.
All right, 991.
Yep. All right.
I know, right?
Somebody identify that.
They got these out.
991. All right.
If you win, you know who I cannot deal with y'all.
Show voucher for Speak in Rhythms on 7/17/2026 at the People's Last Stand. That's your admission ticket. Yeah. Clap it up, family. Clap it up. All right. The next one is 972.
There we go.
972.
I think I'm gonna hit you with a, let me see. Oh, shit. So, you a show voucher to the lovely artificial showcase on 718 Cooling 26. Make sure you show it at the door. You know what?
Is there more artificial?
Yes, it is. Next ticket is 007. 007. 007. Who got 007? So you win show voucher to, what is that? The Old East Dallas open mic on August 8th. You get a free show ticket. Show it at the door. All right, we're gonna keep going. We got a lot of vouchers here. No, we're gonna do half. 2003. 2003. 003. You wanna get it? Is that you? Come on.
I'm still gonna give him the whole stack.
Come on up. I mean, he did buy a stack, y'all. You know what? I'm gonna hit you with our show, Ross and I show ticket to the artificial showcase. Free entry on August 15th. I'm gonna pull a few more. Pull a few more. Next ticket is 983. Is that you for real? 983. Woo! I got you for First Friday. The People's Last Dance.
That's a Friday night.
I don't know. What time is the speaking? All right, give it up. Speaking Rhythms. All right, next ticket is 993, my friends. 993. 993. I'm gonna hit y'all with a heavy hitter with this one. 993. Oh, give it up, give it up. Okay, so we have an erotic poetry show voucher. There you go. It's on 6/26 at 9 a.m. 9 p.m.
That's this Friday night.
That's this Friday night. The next one is 998. 998. Okay, so I am going to give out. Y'all over there cutting up. This is our last one, then I'm going to pause for the next round. But I am going to give out a heavy hitter, VIP seats to the artificial showcase for the 718 show. 2 guests with that. Yeah, you was, yep. That's you. All right, how we feeling, family? How we feeling? You feeling? I'm gonna pass the mic to the host.
Yeah. We back at it. Y'all give it up for Misha.
Commissioner, they still ain't clapping. Get them, Commissioner, they ain't clapping.
All right.
Are y'all ready to get back to the open mic? Say yeah. Next up on the open mic, y'all give it up for Umber Love.
I'm gonna do this, actually,
That hat though.
I'm gonna do this, this one I'm gonna do is old.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
You get tired of the shit that's going on in America, and sometimes you just want to melt yourself and leave. So I wrote this poem in retrospect. I've never been to Africa, but it's starting to feel like home. You see, I've never been to Africa, but I bet it feels like home. These dark shadows of beings, seeking mendacious dreams from milk and honey fiends, leaving, fleeing, believing, gone through unbelievable extremes. Anything to fulfill that pipe dream, and I'm grieving, lost, no control. So many boldly selling their souls, diamond covered in coal. Ignorance grows wax cold. Behold, unfold the lies they told. Now I'm lost in this wilderness, digress, stressed, depressed, and must confess I ain't supposed to be in this mess, and I've never been to Africa, but I bet it feels like home. You see, I've never been to Africa, but it's starting to feel like home. Traveling down tarred roads at night, these wooden walls closing in tight, speaking no one hears my plight. I fight the right, I might make it right. My inside blocked by white knights, battling to keep Naitha inferior, canine malpose anterior, gnashing, smashing mirrors. Reflections of truth no longer clearer, ulterior motive that looks superior, worshiping gods with pale exterior, mother superior, mother God, peacemaking, killing squad, trying to rule with iron teeth and rod. Now I wonder in this land or not, and this land is starting to feel odd, and I've never been to Africa, but I bet it feels like home. You see, I've never been to Africa, but I bet it feels like home. Living in the belly of the beast, vomiting up his disease, walking in the shadow of decease. My freedom shackled on a leash, priest conjure, unleash, necromancy feast. And I am, to say the least, the plotter, beguiled by promises and flatter. Gold shattered, everything that matters, scattered by false chatter. His story set me free to see my story beyond rubber trees and thrones of glory, from the banks of the Nile and Euphrates. Your stories bore me because it's not for me, God's way, because your life has flaws. I can't live by your laws. Just cause, just as does our sisters and brothers know justice. We exist like whole cake and blackstrap molasses, stuck in a folktale mental abyss. And I am pissed because I reminisce this. I miss that sweet land of bliss, and I've never been to Africa, but I bet it feels like home. You see, I've never been to Africa, but it's starting to feel like home.
Yeah. Are you taking on class?
Well, I'm gonna do this particular one.
Okay.
What request
The
you
one
want?
you did at Maya Spot.
Oh, TTP.
The other
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you want that song?
Yeah, I
Oh,
want that song. I like that song.
My favorite too.
Yeah.
They want me to do this one, but before I do that one, I want everybody to repeat after me. Power TTP. Power TTP. Power, 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 power TTP. One more time. Power TTP. Power TTP. Power, 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 power TTP. That means power to the people. Okay, this one they like me to do is called Ode to Kevin Hart. No, I'm sorry, it's called House Nigga. Okay. And if you know the if y'all know the rhythm of an old nursery rhyme, this is a house that Jack built, well, that's where it comes from. Okay, that's where the beat comes from. So This is the house Uncle Sam built. This is the pie that sits on the plate that stays in the house Uncle Sam built. These are the crumbs that fall to the floor that come from the pie that sits on the plate that stays in the house Uncle Sam built. This is the nigga whose soul is soul, who eats the crumbs that fall to the floor that come from the pie that sits on the plate that stays in the house Uncle Sam built. This is why we live in the hell where we are the most in jail. This is why we're under a spell when nobody wants to rebel. This is the box 400 years old, containing the niggas whose souls are soul, who eats the crumbs that fall to the floor, that come from the pie that sits on the plate that stays in the house called Sam built. This is the brother whose cause is blown because of the nigga whose souls are soul, who come out the box 400 years old, eats the crumbs that fall to the floor, that come from the pie that sits on the plate that stays in the house called Sam built. This is the Senate whose hearts are cold, who targets the brothers whose causes are blown by picking the niggas whose souls are sold out of their box 400 years old and eats the crumbs that fall to the floor that come from the pie that sits on the plate, stays in the house Uncle Sam built. This is why we live in the hell where we are the most in jail. This is why we're under a spell when nobody wants to rebel. This is why we live in the hell where we are the most in jail. This is why we're under a spell when nobody wants to rebel. This is the privilege that white people hold, protected by senates whose hearts are cold, who targets the brothers whose causes are blown by picking the niggas whose souls are sold out of their box 400 years old and eats the crumbs that fall to the floor that come from the pie that sits on the plate, stays in the house Uncle Sam built. This is the judge so proud and bold, sit on a bench, broke history's mold, despite the privilege that white people hold, protected by senates whose hearts are cold, targets the brothers whose causes are blown by picking the niggas whose souls are sold out of their box 400 years old and eats the crumbs that fall to the floor that come from the pie that sits on the plate, stays in the house Uncle Sam built. This black sister so beautiful, put at the base of the social pole, betrayed by her own, called bitch and hoe, became a judge so proud and bold, sits on the bench, broke history's mold, despite the privilege that white people hold, protected by senates whose hearts are cold, targets the brothers whose causes are blown by picking the niggas whose souls are sold out of their box 400 years old and eats the crumbs that fall to the floor that come from the pie that sits on the plate, stays in the house Uncle Sam built. This is why we live in the hell where we are the most in jail. This is why we're under a spell when nobody wants to rebel. This is why we live in the hell where we are the most in jail. This is why we're under a spell when nobody wants to rebel. I say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me read that to my kids. Y'all give it up for Humble Lord.
Now we had some late additions to the open mic. You know, and I don't want to keep the same order. So you know I got to call them up now. Y'all give it up for Mark.
Moving up in between Sherman and Baby. Right about this. Right about this.
All right, this is called The Course of Life. A younger self for me. I recall the time when I asked myself, a younger self, a question I still can't answer. Why love when the hurt can be so unbearable? The hurt can be so unbearable. I can't answer that anymore like an answer why I breathe to live. Maybe it's the natural order of life. Maybe it's simply the course of life. Love keeps you on your feet, not you on your ass, for reasons you can't understand. It warms your spirit, pulls you inside yourself, making you feel like you finally won. Only to know it's the first quarter. And the game is far begun. See, to truly love, you must understand deception. Not because love is always false, but because love doesn't always come balanced. Sometimes it's one-sided. Sometimes it leaves you. It comes faster. Sometimes it knows nothing about your pain. It can enslave you. It can keep you powerless. It can have you seeking it out like cocaine. This too is the course of life. See, to request love only to receive it, not to cherish it as reward, so deeply sought after is a crime in itself. Again, the course of life. As we often desire something that's new and shiny, only to ignore it later, only to take it for granted. Some of us are criminals at the highest degree. preying on the innocence of the needy, playing on the spot, playing on the sport, the excitement of the hunt. But love's not a catch and release. Love often leaves you with emotional baggage. You pretend not to see and decide not to carry. This too is the course of life. So love yourself first before you seek love from another, because self-love is always prepares you for the love you're hunting for. It teaches you to accept. It teaches you to question. It teaches you to protect. And most importantly, it teaches you to walk away. This is unwritten rules of love, because the course of life only has one true law: eat or be eaten. Hunt at your own risk. The hunt can be deadly because the hunt can also be the prey. Every dog, every hunter can be hunted, and every dog, whether hunted or hunted, will always have its day. Now let me see. I'll tell you how the story actually came about. I was talking to a friend as she was crying about her impending divorce. She told me, he chased me down like I was some endangered species. He loved me, he cared for me, he treated me like I was his queen bee. Then I smelled the honey of others on his beam. He told her, he told her, you could have did a better job loving me. This wasn't the best, and it's not in the best interest for me. So I need to release you and set you free. You see, this hunt is no longer my destiny. The news surrounded her with sorrow. She deeply decided that it was time for her to go hunting. Her weapon of choice was a shovel and a goal. Her prey, the garage. The Escalade, his joy. So she excitedly extracted her vengeance. The police report tells it all in the story. So remember, what you do not love, what you do for love may amaze many. But what you do when your love is in pissed on, we all can relate to. Because your love can lift you, because it can break you, it can blind you, it can teach you. So love yourself, so love at your own risk. But before you hurt, before you hunt, for your love, make sure you're not running from yourself.
Y'all give it up for Mark. Gonna keep this list going. Next up, the man behind me. Y'all give it up for 720.
Who's supposed to ace and all that, right? So peace. One good seeing y'all. My birthday was yesterday too. So oh yeah, we're rolling it down up here. Y'all wanna hear something fast or slow? So I knew it. I just knew it. See, look, that's how I knew it. I already had it queued up. I ain't even touched nothing. All right. Let's let that run. What you're listening to is a song called Yes. It's on the first album here, Galactic Music. Yeah. I created a new genre of music here out of Fort Worth, Texas. I've been a DJ for a long time. I've done a lot of stuff, producing, and I walked away from the music business. Some things I just wasn't gonna do, and I'm here, right? This music that we created is different because most of it has no words to it, and it's designed on purpose to let you transmute your negative energy into positivity real time. And as I was creating this music over years, man, my story is wild, right? You know, from being stranded in the desert, that was a wild day. Yeah, it was freezing. If you ever know about Palmdale, California, in the desert at night, in the winter, it's cold. So I'm here, right? And I make this music not just for us to kind of escape our day, it's supposed to be to go through your day. A lot of times we can't escape our problems, the thing that's going on. Especially stuff we're talking about right here. We're talking about right to power, right? But how do we do it, right? They've done it on a lot of different levels. So what we're gonna do is start with the music. Yeah, you feeling it back there, yeah. And for you guys that are into music, if you pay attention, I've actually transmuted the minor chords into positivity. This is for you to go through your day while you're working out, while you're on the long drive. You got to go anyway. Say you're doing data analyst jobs, whatever it is, And the words sometimes get in the way. And I know a lot of times when we talk about coming together, the words get in the way. If someone isn't saying the right words, it's not spiritual, right? It's not uplifting because you didn't say the right words, right? But what he did, how about you take all the words out now? That would give that, right? It's Galactic Music. We released it here at the bookstore back in November the 1st. So right here at the bookstore, it's 14 tracks. Some of y'all heard it all the way through. Track number 6, if you're familiar with Rama the Alchemist, she's not in today, but she speaks. There's one song that does have words on it. So some of you gonna want to play at your backyard barbecue. Some of y'all know the words to it. It's a whole new thing. And I will probably play a little bit later on. So I like that part. Had to let that ride. Fort Worth, Texas has been known for a lot of things. We've been Fort Worth. We've been a whole lot of stuff. See how that turned off? We try to get ourselves known for something different. We got a whole lot of revolutionaries, a lot of people that's trying to get some change going on here. And it's time for us. People say, well, hey man, we're not ready for the truth. We're not ready for this stuff, but you're ready. The fact that we're here, we're multidimensional by nature, so we can make it happen. So music turned up right on the time we're supposed to get to that point. So I'm again all about transmuting negative energy into positivity. Y'all don't know, my car got stolen last week. Yeah, but we here, right? We doing real time. So this is like, again, I'm talking about this music, but this is stuff that real time helping me. But I'm trying to figure out, okay, what I got to do next. Okay, well, guess what? I still got to make the phone calls. I still got to do A, B, and C. But again, we got mission to do. I got something to do. So I got to, be me. So I appreciate y'all listening. That was cool, how the music just turned out right on that time, right? So, hey, like I said, it's our time, and y'all get up, shine. I want to see everyone here shine at y'all best, because as we sang my song, that we all shine bright at the same time. There's no more place left for evil to hide. So, peace.
Y'all give it up for DJ. This open mic going. Next up on the open mic, I ain't heard in a long time, and I'm excited to hear what she's gonna bring to the table. Y'all give it up for Brown Gotti.
Hey, how everybody doing tonight? Y'all look good as well. Oh my God, thank you. What you saying? I got nothing but new shit. I'm here. In the in-betweens of floorboards and cupboard corners, I'm here. In the whistlings of shadows betwixt mine eyes, and the hallow of hums pounding in shallow melodies, in the coarseness of bristles coursing through solemnity, deading curse to bound lips, carrying loquacious laughter in fingertips, crowing silence from barbed hearts, slowing every second I'm here, where the light ends, and the darkness reckons I am here. I'm here. In the deep pockets of sorrow, running rivers of a lifetime in the snap of a moment, in the room where light halts, shadow peaks reach the floor, in the cyanoscope of us, flayed flittings of memories where we gave up, in the exacerbations of paper mache waterfalls where we became stuck. I sully love with the present sutures of a gift of split tongue, a Trojan's release where fair play learned loss. I'm here at the beginning of the ending of love, tucked away in places like that toss of correction untaught, of words unsought, of pride held on, tongue unspent, coins laying cross eyes at tombstone. I'm here at the death of rebirth, a sage unsageable curse where open windows shudder and mists of warmth they lay befuddled and drift in clouds of contempt. Just above the end, I hover. A depth of tumultuousness of sea where one can never be colored. Yet clouds of obsidians reach, rain on thrones of nightshade, and illicit poisons calling at night's edge. I am here, standing, awaiting the fall of grace, of mercy, the collapse of us all. I am here. I am freedom's call.
Y'all give it up for Brown Goddess. I keep this open mic thing going. Next up on the open mic, King Jody. That's a good mic.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? So keep in mind, I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my shit. This is top tier rhyming. I promise it's not a noodle pack. I be leaving space just to see where niggas is rooted at. Balloons pop when God lit the fire. I never lose a match. I'm moving back to heaven. My spirit tell me I'm too attached to mother's nature. Now tell me I'm not a fool for that. I was raised in a ways and a plays that only you could act. I found God through a blunt and a music app. I made it here. That's all that really matter. Fuck a Google map. Not religiously designed to be fitted in with the truest cap. I'm not black owned. I just talk to God through a black phone. I'm the white light in this black home. Life a bitch, she about to get her back blown. Then I heard somebody say, just turn the other cheek. I'm not that grown. I don't do everything right, but I'm not that wrong. Rappers want to pull up with bars, but never latch on. Swear to God, if I hear another trap song, I'ma spaz out or MUA that's constantly late. I'm finna lash out, trying to stand in front of Prime Dion. That's a bad route, you incomplete. Take off the cleats before you pass out. Paul Walker, chill, niggas finna crash out. Hell nah, fuck that, cause I'm really that nigga. You better ask round, step back just to see who crossed over. I got a bag now. Said I am Medea when that belt get the ringing and that belt get the swinging. I grab the horns of a demon. I'm on your ass now. Born sinner, who want the smoke? You getting passed round. Soon as the devil gave them a stack, niggas get cast down. Kings rise, gotta be quicker, cause this the last crown. I'm grade A, dummy, don't get funny, cause I'm a class clown. I'm in dark rooms with a light body. Seek God and you might find me. I'm sick of drinking nothing but ginger shots and a hot toddy. God got me, devil got word and sent the right thotty. This daddy dick belong to Yvette. I know you tight, mommy. Pleasure been my biggest pain. Every loss is still a gain. God always work it out. A man of steel can still a gain. Mind going fucking crazy. Stop, breathe, be still a gain. Head been in the clouds lately, I'm still shining when it rained. Everything up in the air, I'm really on a different plane. Since I started choosing me, relationships don't hit the same. Not here to be picture perfect, I don't even fit the frame. You can't tell me how to hoop if you was never in the game. 11th grade was heaven for you, back when we was still in chains. How you pick at 22? Fast forward, niggas lame. Step aside before I shoot, feeling like that nigga Dame. I gave Jody to the world cause nobody was hearing Zave. Why I gotta bleed for you to listen? Why I gotta cut off excess before you feel it? Why do I get angry with my wounds before I heal them? And still playing hero for everybody playing victim. Niggas tripping, this is scrutiny. I was scared to lose you, now I'm scared of losing me. I was mad at the world for not choosing me. That's cause God said you mine, I said cool with me. Shit, I just waited for a king and made a super team. I keep my middle finger high for my enemies, but I love them, so when I die, God remember me. Keep me strong when I'm fighting all these tendencies. So when I'm gone, I just pray the Lord remember me. I got one more. It's a little controversial. Some of y'all might have heard it before, but
Let's go.
let's hear it again.
Spit poet.
I don't trust women that post on Instagram that they celibate. Like, who asked you?
It's a blitz on first down.
Right.
I don't trust women that post on Instagram that they celibate. Like, who asked you? Baby, you just got off live shaking your ass in a public bathroom. Why you always in a bad mood? Why, when I'm being honest, I'm a bad dude? Tell me, why is your ass only ass and in no ass rooms? Why you suck at conversations but can outperform a vacuum? My man's is over here dying. I forgot where I was.
Shaking that ass, but rather no ass.
Suck at conversation.
Vacuum, start with
Okay.
vacuum.
I want to about that.
All right. Shit.
Rewind the whole thing. Whole
Y'all be
thing.
fucking me up with
Whole
this
thing.
shit,
Start over. Start over. Just start over.
All right. I don't trust women that post on Instagram that they celibate. Like, who asked you? Baby, you just got off live shaking your ass in a public bathroom. Why you always in a bad mood? Why, when I'm being honest, I'm a bad dude? Tell me, why is your ass only ass and in no ass rooms? Why you suck at conversations but can outperform a vacuum? You done swallow so many kids, you could have took out a fucking classroom. We're not gonna get through this. You done swallow so many kids, you could have took out a fucking classroom. You only bring your iPhone to the table when it's past due. I'm trying to give you game, but you act like I'm just here to bash you. You tell me you have an open mind, but you blind because you stubborn as shit. I'm not looking for red flags. I'm just not ignoring this shit. Communication's all you talk about, and it's pointless as shit because you listen just long enough to rebuttal some shit. You say you hear me till I start making uncomfortable sense. I said what I said. I'm really not with the mumbling shit. Shakari vibes. You say you won't smoke and just run with the shit. Like the pussy good. I'm trying hard not to come for this bitch. Why is it so much cap in all your captions? Tell me how I caught you slipping with all this traction. You got way too much pride about the little things you lacking. Get your hands dirty and be like, nah, I'm good on all your napkins. I'm just asking. Like, be for real. Who you think you are with all this acting? Like Miss Bassett, you could play any fucking role that you imagine. My definition of love may differ from the masses, but one thing you can't fake is all this passion. I dive deep in your ocean. I got motion like Sebastian. I told her I'm a god of many seas, but I'm not bragging. I don't play no games with these hoes unless it's Madden. Ever seen Civil Brand? I got these hoes on lock like Francis. So if you gonna be with me, my boundaries don't make exceptions because you pretty. At this point, if you don't get me, you don't get me. Baby girl, I'm going places. Everybody can't go with me. I'm not one of these niggas that you used to watch on Disney. I'm not one of these niggas you can talk to disrespectful. I'm not one of these niggas you don't love that's still gonna help you. You ain't finna do me bad just because these other niggas let you. Hit a day, gone tomorrow, it'd be like I never met you. But God bless you. Oh, beloved, God bless you. But let me tell you why you special. You like a blunt laced with ashwagandha. You regulate my nervous system. You rise in the worst conditions. Your state of mind is purpose driven. It's ironic through the wild boys and loud noise. You learn to listen. My nigga Lucy's so persistent, but the grace of God is so consistent. You've been on my conscience lately. I see you fully homegrown with the pure spirit of a conscious baby. I'll never promise comfort in every moment, but I can promise safety. I want to protect your inner you, how a king's supposed to guard the nation. You remind me so that God is gracious. You shine bright in the darkest spaces. God designed your body from the kingdom. I know the arm is ancient. Don't need it yet if laws can take it. You safe with me because I'm walking dangerous. I recognize the pain whenever you sing, thanks to Mama's playlist. Tony Braxton, Mary J, and Ball Hog. I'm hard to play with. Love, just keep it P with me. A wise man said, keep your head strong when your knees get weak. Water is emotion and I backstroke in the deepest seas. I hold you to your highest crown because you always speak to the king in me. Your presence screams louder when I'm falling for Alicia's keys. Your laugh sounds like melodies from heaven. You can sing with me. I follow you like a Kurt Franklin song whenever you let me lead. Over a glass of brandy, if you down, then it's up with me. I can orchestrate every section of your body. I think I'm Dr. Lee. We could rock the boat, but let me know if you rock with me. I love you enough to make it clear when shit is clearly not for me, because I'd rather see you walk with God, even if it's not with me. I wonder if Stevie could really see that ribbon in them skies. Even when I'm blind, I feel your rays whenever you shine. I love you because you loyal to your morals and your grind, but I can't fight your demons for you because I'm protecting you from mine. I'm locked in with a goddess. This key is divine. You see what's in my heart before I think it in my mind. Knowing if I believe it, I just see it as a sign. So anytime that I speak it, it's just mean that it's a sign. This type of love got some coke in it. I knew it was a line. So we can get it cracking like the arch in your spine. Every little step I take, I'm hearing Whitney on rewind. I'ma always love you. I'ma see you when it's time. Much obliged. Again, I go by the name of King Jody. Y'all can follow me on IG and TikTok at King Jody 903 KINGJODY. If I'm not mistaken, I'm supposed to be performing this weekend. I don't know the name of the event yet. Like this kind of just happened today. Somebody hit me up with like, "Hey, you trying to?" I was like, "Yeah, bet." So if y'all follow me, be on the lookout for that. I will be posting it. So I appreciate y'all for having me. Thank you.
I'll give it up for King Jody. All right, gonna keep this open mic going. Next up on the open mic, Robin J. Y'all give it up for Robin J.
Good evening. How y'all doing? Right. So y'all know y'all wrong for having me go after that young man, but I'm gonna try my best not to trip. I'm gonna try my best not to trip. I'm gonna do an old one.
Oh, shit.
Okay, it's called Melanin. I was born during Marvin Sparcello and Angela's raised fist, in a time when Black was bold, Black was beautiful, Black was prideful, and we cared about shit. I rocked MC Light in my Walkman, danced to Houdini, Red Nicky, and was enthralled by the words of Baldwin. I watched Soul Train on Saturdays and tried to get my groove like the Black Queens on the TV screen. Guess my mama's side instilled the rhythm in me. Constantly hoping the rhythm would catch me and I would one day catch the beat. I wore baggy jeans and bamboo earrings, at least 2 pairs. I marveled at the fashions of Grace and adored Vanessa for her win. I found my rhythm and finding my Blackness in Black spaces. I loved being Black before I knew what being Black meant. Sorry. Maybe not. Can y'all hear me from here? Okay. Okay. But I found my rhythm and finding my Blackness in Black spaces. I loved being Black before I knew what being Black meant. But the world constantly reminded me that I didn't fit in. Growing up, a light-skinned Black girl in a Black-white world, there were constant echoes reminding me my skin was the wrong shade simply for the lack of my melanin. My color seemed to cut deep and made some feel uneasy. I had to prove my Blackness again and again. It was a battle I never asked to fight or be a part of, but I was in. Growing up, a light-skinned Black girl in a Black-white world, people acted as if I hadn't come from the same struggles, the same songs, the same Sunday dinners, and that same hot pressing comb, or that same rolling through the parks on Sundays and Saturdays. We couldn't wait to move, like smooth poetry during skate night, where every spin was a verse, every glide was a line, where they rolled strong and side by side. They called me light bright, red bone, high yellow, and at times light bright, damn near white. Words I didn't ask for nor liked, but I carried the weight of them anyway, like extra books in my backpack. It weighed me down. See, white folks smiled a little too long, stared with confusion, wondering if I might be one of them, until I opened my mouth and my melanin flowed out. Black folks always asking, "What are you?" A question disguised as curiosity, but their glares scanned me over for clues. Eyeing my hair texture, the shape of my nose, the way I walked, and paying very close attention to the rhythm in my voice. Trying to pin me down as if my shade was a puzzle piece that didn't fit anywhere they tried to place me. I stood on the edge, looking in, wondering if Black folks saw me as kin, contradiction, or sin. I didn't ask to be this shade, God made me this way. But over time, I learned to love the skin I'm in without shame, and I embrace the curls of my hair, the shade of my skin, and the passion in my voice when I say, I'm Black too. Now I look back at that young girl wearing acid wash baggy jeans, rocking an asymmetrical haircut, and looking mean, just trying to fit in. She learned how to shine without asking permission whether her Blackness was accepted or not. So she learned to stand taller, speak a little louder, and adjust her crown and began wearing her skin. See, she was a poem written in human form, a poem that nobody could rewrite. Not even if you walked 100 miles in her shoes, and no matter what space she stood in, she was Black too. To some, I will never be Black enough, not deep enough rooted in Blackness. Some will always feel I'm too light to carry the weight of being Black or to know what being Black is. But whatever my Black is or isn't, my Black runs deep through the backwoods of Chatham, Louisiana, and the enchanting forest of Hinckley, Minnesota. So yes, I am Black too. It's unfortunate we live in a world where eyes are too distracted measuring my melanin to see the beautiful Black woman within, in peace.
I'll give it up for Robin J. Gonna keep this thing going. We almost down to the tail end. We got a couple of more poets before we get to what we all came here for. So next up on the open mic, I'll give it up for Gloria Hill.
That's my new found friend.
I know found friend.
Hi.
Good evening, everybody. I am not a poet. I am a person that likes to give motivation. And with things the way that they are in these days and times, everybody needs a little something to give them some encouragement. So tonight I'm going to talk about a quote from Zig Ziglar, which is, your attitude, not your aptitude, determines your altitude. And what I take from that is a prime example of what happened tonight. I had no intentions on coming up here on the stage. I came to support everybody. And Blitz said, you gonna sign up? And I was like, I don't have anything. He said, you just have a motivational minute. Just go ahead and do it. And guess what? Because he liked me, because I had a good attitude, I'm up here talking to you guys tonight. So just remember, when they always say your network is your net worth, there's very much truth and validity into that, because if people do not like you, they will not work with you or deal with you. And thanks to Blitz, again, liking me, I came up on the stage tonight to give this word to you all. Thank you for your time and have a good night.
All right.
I'll give it up for Miss Gloria Hill. Next, we're gonna get the last half of the raffles going. Y'all give it up for Miss Kamisha.
We shall see. We shall see.
All right, y'all ready?
Okay.
All right, I'm going with the last three.
Hold on.
Get your tickets out, get your tickets out. 2004. Are you serious? Again? Why? That's been a winner. All right, so you won free admission to First Fridays on July 3rd at the Imperial Council House, Elm Street, Dallas. Free admission. You welcome. The next ticket number is 201. 2001. Going, I was shaking it. Going once. 20. But he bought a bunch of tickets, y'all. 2001. Man. All right, well.
Let me buy your ticket.
You going back to First Fridays on August the 7th. Clap it up, family, clap it up. This time I'm gonna let you pull. All right. Yeah. 986. 986. We got you going to the First Fridays on August the 7th at the Imperial Council House. Clap it up, fam. Yep. Clap it up, family. All right. Let's see. Let's pull another one. All right, 977. 977. Is that yay, nay? We're gonna try again. Let's shake it up. Sit in. You got it? Okay, well, we'll shake again, then we'll shake again. I mean, he bought some tickets. That's how you do it. Okay, let's see. That is true. Go get you some lotto tickets tonight. 989. 989. 989. Woo! My sister, you are going to First Friday on July the 3rd at the Imperial Council House. Okay. Oh, yeah. All right, here's the last one. Y'all ready? The winner will receive Artificial Showcase VIP seats for 2 guests on August 15th. So shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Can I get a drum roll, drum roll, drum roll? All right. Okay. This is the year I graduated high school, 1999. Well, you are coming back to the Artificial Showcase with another VIP, August the 15th. Yep, so you got the July show and you have the August show, right? VIP in the house. Clap it up, family. Thank y'all.
Y'all give it up for Kamisha one more time. Next up on the open mic, y'all give it up for Froze.
What's up, folks? Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time.
What's up?
3 days ago, my newest book is on Amazon. Called Witness. I actually had some copies in about 2 weeks. This piece here is out of the book. What you drinking? Just the other Grand Marnier. Remy hooked up with Martin. And in the next room, they were at it again. It was Jack Daniels giving some crown to Jen. She came out of the bottle all over his grill. He was so Ciroc hard. He was trying to be a gentleman, Jack, but they had already gone too far. Jack had already patroned through her tequila, and Jack had no idea that Jen was a cheater. See, she was with Don Julio, but Don was cheating too, though. See, he was with Parker, getting some of that great gooseneck. And Hennessy was at the bar telling Jose Cuervo how he had already hit that. He said, I already got the Bombay from her and her friend Tangeray. Jose said, you talking about the same Tangeray being with Margarita all the time? Hennessy said, yep. Jose said, man, they both fine. Me and Paul Masson, the Maker's Mark, walked through the door. He was with Brandy. They had just come from the liquor store. Paul didn't know that Brandy and Hennessy already knew each other. See, she used to go with Slaughter, Captain Morgan, who was Hennessy's brother. But they acted like this was their first introduction. I mean, they didn't want to cause no Cavassier or nothing. Plus, she hadn't seen his brother since they were in Malibu. She acted a wild turkey is absolute. Now Johnny Walker just walked in from Tennessee Whiskey. He was with Chardonnay and Martini. They just got off the plane from Moscato. Jim Beam was after Johnny, so Johnny had to lay Merlot. See, Jim was at his casa when his amigos told him some stuff that made him peach snaps. He said he saw Johnny with his woman, Shirley Temple, riding in the cognac. Jim was not ever clear, so he didn't become a fireball. Any other time, he would have shut it down like last call. I just hope they all work it out like Baileys. After all, they're really all family. They come from the same side of the shelf. They're all alcohols, and they just need some help. You did?
I did.
You approach me, you did.
I'll give it up for Pro. I got drunk just listening to that poem.
Thanks.
Last person on the open mic. I'm gonna start calling him Hulk Hogan the way he been slamming around here. Y'all give it up for Jamie Miller.
When asked to write a poem about my oldest possession, I received a reality check. I'm a hoarder, a walking contradiction, but my girlfriend is really horrible at letting go of things. Myself, on the other hand, a hybrid, a digital hoarder. My laptop doesn't have any more storage, and please do not email me. I have thousands of those never opened. My gold Air Force Ones are from my son's baby shower for safekeeping. And yes, I still have the same clothes I wore. Have you ever played tug of war with your trauma? My grandmama kept me in Sunday school, so I still hold on to the Holy Scripture. Noah Ark translates to a 3-story ship preparing for a 40-day storm. We chose to name our son Noah so he can weather any storm. Ironically, a full-term pregnancy is 3 trimesters with 40 weeks. I weeped. On the inside, as her words become scalpels cut deep, said I didn't give a fuck about losing our baby. Well, maybe that's because I'm a horrible hoarder. I held on to the stigma that men don't cry. When her mothership wrecked, my heart became damaged cargo. It doesn't beat the same anymore. Although I have a son today, I'm still holding on to the first one like he never left. Y'all, I've been into some real dark places, and you know the scariest part about dark places, you never know where you're gonna land. I didn't want to wake the morning after. I became a disaster for every woman that came after because I endorsed Plan Bs. I spar southpaw to right my wrongs. You see, no matter how much I write, I still find myself trapped in incubators. It is lonely holding yourself accountable. But in some alternate universe, I still believe my son is swimming offshore. I still hold on to a stranger telling me congratulations. I'm like, you sure?
Says, yes, my nigga, double lines means she's pregnant. I'm sure. Through my darkest nights, I grab the sonograms like I still hold on to my mother's voice. Jamie, your father, Jamaican. In 27 years, I'm still holding on to the slightest probability to meet this invisible man so I can tell him, my nigga, I'm a greater father than you ever was, and I've been holding on for this pain for so long, I don't know how to let go, but today is different. They say the first step to recovery is realizing you even have a problem to begin with. And I'm a hoarder. To be a hoarder is to be continued. Thank you.
Y'all put it up for Jamie Miller. All right, all right, all right.
I guess I ain't got no choice to be the bigger man, you 4'4".
Now we all here to celebrate this man. One, because he's a black man. Two, because he just had a birthday, right?
Yeah.
This man is a dope black father,
Yes, sir.
a husband,
Yes, sir.
and he is the co-founder of Art Official.
Yeah.
Y'all give it up for Mr. Ross.
It's we proud. They never cancel. Yeah,
What's going on, peeps? So it's kind of weird for me because I'm like, I almost forgot how to poet. I'm so used to hosting Art Official and I'm such a fan of the craft. And so many of you have been on the stage. So it's like, but I'm gonna have to remember how to poet now. So it's June. It's Juneteenth. I've really been on a Black v Black tip.
It's the socks, sir.
Absolutely. It's the socks, it's the shirt. Shirts from Black Owned Company. The hat is from the Pan African Connection, Diamond Dallas, Black Owned. And it's just one of the oddest things I find is I think we need to remind some folk what Black Power looks like. We got Carmelo Anthony sitting in a cell, and I'm not talking about the basketball, right? We just had a young brother get murdered and chased down by a child who is now free. And we lost the 1-year-old over that first. I think it's important to remind folks. Black Lives Matter, not the organization, but the actual meaning of it. Our lives matter. So I'm gonna break one of my rules of featuring actually read a piece. It's a new joint.
New shit.
It's his fault. Yeah, you know. So as all of us do, we have conversations offline about real things, poetry, so on and so forth. And there's a running thing that I hate erotic poems.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
So I'm gonna read this one because I wrote it. I didn't get a chance to memorize it yet, but I want to test it out in live areas, see what we got here. There's a rumor, running joke, if you will, that I don't like erotic poems. Guilty as charged. I'm in a headspace where I'm more concerned about how to get free than how someone gets hard or wet, don't need another vaginal waterfall metaphor. I wonder what we still sharing revolutionary plans on metaphor. Rest in peace to Assata Shakur. Thoughts are more rebel, not sexual. Nothing wrong with it. If cats want to get it on, I get it. But the way I choose to use this gift, it's a little bit different. They ain't to say that once upon a time I ain't still on the stage and resisted the urge to say, baby, can I be your slave? Pick one for the night, see if I can show why they call me brother to the night. You know that Love Jones, low light, inches worth of poems, finger snaps, finish. I snapped out of that. If whips and chains, a little bit of pain is your thing, I'm probably checking out in the first couple stanzas. Can't find enjoyment, listen to how you do it and who you sleeping with, where my focus is trying to get people to wake up. I'm fortunate to have already found my one in this matrix, but I'm still on my Morpheus. See if this knowledge can be the catalyst to morphing us into sisters and brothers. While you writing about the kitty, I'm trying to see more Black Panthers.
Rewind.
I'm fortunate to have already found my one in this matrix, but I'm still on my Morpheus. See if this knowledge can be the catalyst to morphing us into sisters and brothers. While you writing about the kitty, I'm trying to see more Black Panthers. I hear these dudes talk about sisters and how they're so beautiful, and if they had the chance, they do the things, all the things they man won't do. But these times call for more than average Joes. Over 300,000 sisters have lost their jobs this year, and that number, that's probably on the low. And I know the answer ain't just write erotic or enlightened poems, but I promise you, we'll find the answer faster with a little less focus on where we're coming and a little more on where we're going. I don't use ink for screaming and creaming. If I'm speaking on coming together, it's got a whole different meaning. Don't get it twisted. This ain't about censorship. Your pen, your brain, you can write anything, but as to me, verbal porn ain't my vibe. The group sexing session ain't my tribe. Spare me verses on how you like to use your bullet when I'm trying to stockpile mine to slow down that bullet train that was Project 2025. Take it how you want to. For me, this ain't a situation where two things can be true. I wish I had the time and energy to write about who's fucking, but these eyes turn into inkwells and get the leaking on page about how this government is fucking you. But I get it though. Be it sex, drugs, and other stuff, it's all escapism. You lose me prioritizing putting pleasure on a page and sharing the center stage while I'm trying to find ways out of a bit of life you don't have to escape from. I know. Might be stepping on some toes. Those that take umbrage with what I'm saying, I'm waiting for them. All that verbal fucking around and how you fucking around and find it out. I'll realize hit dogs holler. I'm just waiting for the ground. Superman lover, you can have that title. I'm more black beret, flat jacket, and a rifle. But there's a war going on outside, no man is safe from. And until we win, I'm good on your ooh baby pieces. Here's the incontrovertible proof that I don't rock with erotic poems. I ride with we gon' make it, we got it poems. Still got it in me to go scathing, guns blazing, and flesh out who's holding up progress poems. Now, take these words home and think it through, or the next piece I write might be about you. If you got the time, energy, and effort to worry about who getting it in, don't do that. But I think we got a few more pressing matters. Just saying. So, you know, what you do in your bedroom and all that, that's cool. What we do on these streets, that's what matters, though. Okay. If it's not obvious, I'm from up north. It's not exactly obvious.
North Texas? You from North Texas?
Not quite. Not quite. More like the glorious Empire State, Western New York, Buffalo to be exact. But hip hop is universal, so I am Flav Clock, Dookie Rope, Starter Jacket Classic. Radio Raheem's Love and Hate, 4-finger rings on a Mike Tyson jab hit. I'm a b-boy stance in Adidas sweatsuit, Shelley's with no laces, big Cazals with a can go, and 2 lines on the side of your head. Shit, that don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge type shit. I'm a black fist on the back of a black pink in the back of an Angela Davis size fro. I'm Black Panther with you and your Bobby warning about COINTELPRO. I'm black love before Reaganomics, before them trickle down lies, before them first white crystals started showing up in the hoods in 85. I'm like crazy legs on cardboard, graffiti on the side of a subway, red light house party, dog shades, DJ, homie. I'm all 4 elements of hip hop, rapping, breaking, DJing, graffiti. Hey, you don't stop. I'm like Russell and Rick Rubin in the dorm room coming up with something amazing. I'm going back in time, y'all, to a 60 hall, kneeling at the side of Malcolm, coming up with something to save him. I'm bigger in the Empire State Building. So catch me back in the Empire State Building with my troops in formation, giving out information to the children on how not to be a slave in this modern-day plantation. I'm like Gil Scott Heron, minus the Heron, writing updated version on H2O Gay Blues, and the revolution won't be televised. So watch me instead of watching the news. I'm like that album cover dust pan of B curtain at your mom's house. Coolest black Dixie with your round tree. For bad mother, shut your mouth. With all due respect, I'm ready for like hip hop before it left the house. Listen to Criminal Minded or Paid in Full or Illmatic, anything by these mumble mouth motherfuckers, and you understand what I'm talking about. I'm an in the streets poet, not an industry poet, and part of the reason why the industry's afraid. I told her once when we parlayed that I couldn't be the reason why some of y'all get paid, or even the reason why some of y'all get sprayed. But I'm much more comfortable being the reason why a few more laws get made. Because I'm a rebel on a pause button. Take it back like high-speed dubbing. Matter of fact, take it back even further than that. I'm the Al Green 8-track in your coolest uncle's Cadillac. I'm a blank sheet of paper to inspire mine that's dying to write something hot. At the same time, I'm that same blank sheet of paper to a crooked politician or a whack rapper that's looking to write some garbage. Yeah, I'm giving a writer's block. I'm everything you love, nothing that you hate, unless you're a hater, in which case I'm anything you hate to love. But I won't hold that against you, so just hold me against you. We can put our hearts together, put our minds together, and see what we can do so we can both come up. I'm the first person you ever spit, first person you ever kissed, first rhyme you ever spit. Wasn't what you thought it was gonna be, but the excitement was there. On a personal note, my son's father, which makes me not like my father's son. Does that freak me out sometimes? Hell yeah. See, I'm not different cloth that the artist is cut from. Poetry at its purest. But I still spit something like, I ain't got no one to rhyme just to piss off them poetry purists. I'm the lines that are colored outside the construct. Just my luck, I'm still able to construct lines, homie. I'm the darkness that needs to be around in order for anything to shine. Now, press rewind if I haven't blown your mind. On. Brooklyn, Texas is an oxymoron. It is so the cool thing and interesting part about being a poet is no one knows that's your superpower. Like unless you look a certain way, no one knows that's your superpower. So I would write for years and Caps would see me like, oh, you a rapper? Oh, no. I'm just write poems. You don't look like a poet. Right. So after hearing this like 55 times, you know what we do. You gotta write about it. So finally wrote about it. I heard it often. You don't look like a poet. And I actually used to smile at this interesting little assessment, like whoever uttered these words was somehow justified in their eyes not matching what their ears may hear or have heard. Like word delineated from the vocabulary leading to Shakespeare all the way down to County Cullen, weren't supposed to come from one such as me. Eventually, it's got a little bit irritating to a degree, and it had nothing to do if I had some kind of college degree. It's more about not letting the two eyes above your nose be the only ones of what you see. See, I did. I'm a little bit bigger than your average bear. Only a yogi in the sense of how I stretch these words across imaginations, across nations, yet this physique was the only thing some people chose to become infatuated and fascinated with, like wordplay and muscularity couldn't play together. Like I couldn't be a blend of Langston and Schwarzenegger. Ill for that retread poetic stereotype, no cowrie shells, no long flow locks, more like a juggernaut from air to potluck. I pop locks off your brain so you can once again become a pastor in the freedom train of thought. So what happens when Reading Rainbow meets American Gladiator, from the hood of the American gangster. The will-be corner boy from the corner boys told potential corner boys the potential to be more than that, to do it instead of just recruit them. So I ain't do a lot, I see a lot, I vote a lot. My DNA's out that Zulu warrior stock. When nobody in my hood trying to contain me, they just gave me the direction of exactly where to aim it. So how is it I don't look like a poet? Ghetto Rio classic Tim's in the hoodie, minister to society mislabel. I don't spit crack fables. I take shattered pieces of ghetto hood dreams and make inspirational tapestry. But that kid is in the back of the class, mislabeled ADHD, who looks exactly like me and is told it ain't cool and it's soft for boys to write poetry. Some of the amalgamation of years, the fatherless frustration, the pen to write out the escape route. How is it I don't look like a poet? Because when that movement gets going, you need somebody eloquent enough to say more than fuck you and strong enough to back that shit up. See, I'm not the last line of defense, I'm the first line of offense like 5 fat guys. Novocaine lies, paralyzed the lies that move you to believe the truest level of poetry can't reside in me. My sentence so proudly, you think my words on roids, but I got this nomenclature naturally. How was it I don't look like a poet when I spit and represent the soul of black folk? Keeping my distance from them poetry is to get the panties, not to cause a ruckus. Milk the game, motherfuckers. I'm intolerant to lactose. I'm looking like the last person you want to fuck with with a pen and a frame that says I might have just got out the pen. But I see the day in jail passing through booking. But I've seen the past birds of my brethren fall down them corners like bookends. Their stories, my pain. The suffering is the same, whether the ghetto, the barrio, or the trailer park. We are all in this thing, and I'm UNITYing it every time when I'm writing it. The face of the struggle I embody it, the have-nots I coincide with. So tell me again how I do not look like a poet.
You motivate me, brother. That's right, Phil. Put it That's a piece. That's a piece. Well, hey, yes, sir. Motivated me.
I got one more to
Show.
That's right. Yo, word. One and two. Y'all still rocking? Or okay. So, who's familiar with Will the Real One?
Who's familiar with what?
Will the Real One. Poet. Will the Real One from Florida. So, before Nipsey was assassinated in front of his store, Will the Real One, you can look him up. He's on that Poetry Jam. That's how I came across him. Will the Real One was an amazing poet, an amazing person, and he was assassinated in front of his own venue in Florida some years back. This is before Nipsey. And I'm like, I did a poem that I really find inspiring run because I run like 2-3 times a week. And I have the craziest ideas that come to me while I'm out there on that pavement. So I'm like, you know what? Why not remix it? So again, I didn't get a memory of it yet. It's new shit. Let's see if we can notice. Will the Real One. When y'all go home, please go look up Will the Real One's run on that Poetry Jam, and you'll see where the inspiration for this came from. See if we can get to it. As I move into my 40s and realize I'm never going to be a professional athlete, I'll worry less about my 40 time. No NFL auction block, combine, to see how many times I can get up 225, just a black man out for a run and fill my lungs with the closest thing to the freest breath I'll ever breathe. I imagine these hokers are ASICs do more than the basic of form correction and cushion. What if I really pushed it, ran back in time to change some fates? Pump these legs until I end up in Chicago, Illinois, December 4th, 1969, in an apartment complex. And I tell Fred before we sip that, oh no, let O'Neal drink that shit. Judas. I'm here to protect the Black Messiah, so when Chicago PD comes to raid, only thing those cats find is a rat sleeping in this place, and I stay just long enough for them to see me smirk from the street, and I hear a pig scream, "You better run, nigga!" So I run. To December 8th, 1980, to the world's greatest city in the glorious Empire State, I scream to Yoko, "Oh no," and transform into the world's fastest working class hero they could imagine, and push John Lennon out the way, and see to him fate was not going to step on a Beatle today. Since Nixon couldn't get him deported, I'm not letting Mark David Chapman's bullets to score him from life. Because all he was saying was give peace a chance, stage a dead end as a peaceful protest, and a beautiful middle finger to the government. And as I'm beating the shit out of Chapman, I hear a voice. The same kind of fair jail 11 years prior back in 69. "You better run, nigga." So I run. Or better yet, moonwalk. From New York until you see me in LA, June 25th, 2009, because I understand a lot better now when Michael said they don't really care about us and doesn't really matter if you're black or white when you own the catalogs of so much music, including one of the last guys' life I saved. They want the king of pop, and you can't even be a prince because you still have to remind you're a slave on your face. I tell Michael that I know you're having trouble sleeping. And heavy is the head that wears the crown. This dude ain't really down. Conrad ain't a comrade. Before you inject that, let's see him take it. See if he makes it. Michael, I know you want to be numb, but no propofol. Let me pop this fool. He's trying to get out from, he's trying to turn the dance machine to dancing with the devil. And I remember the times you wore Thriller. And I can see the look on Conrad's faces. I convinced MJ that he just needs to step back, get it out, and this whoopee through the killer stairs being discussed. And sure enough, you better run, nigga. So I run. Faster than I ever ran before. May 29, 2011, to the saturated heat of South Florida. I get there early, so I chill in a literary cafe and poetry lounge to hear some fire poems. And at the end of the night, I'm doing what we do. We're dapping up artists and giving props, but especially the owner. It's Will the Real One. And I say, brother, we never met before, but we're connected through this lineage, a language, this poetry. And I'm a time traveler, just a wee bit weary. This is the last stop on my mission to rewrite a little bit of history. And he just looked at me. This oak tree of a black man locked eyes with this native Buffalonian, and the miles and the dialect difference didn't matter. I'm here to see to it that this brother's blood don't splatter, so we just sat. We chatted. Way past closing time, I'm noticing the same headlights and drove by like 3-4 times. I tell them about Nipsey and history and how when hate is so close, it's probably best that us black men that love each other not leave. And though I was speaking on events and future tense between he and I, things never got tense. He just thought about it. Got it. It appeared that we waited out the would-be assailants. And now that my heart is in, I'm racing back to the day thinking and grinning at the idea of saving Hampton, Lennon, MJ, Bell. So if you ever see me running the street, know that I'm pondering quantum leaps to keep some of our luminaries death-free. So no more running from police, from bullets, from bad intentions. We ain't got to run no more unless we want to. We ain't got to run no more. That was a lot. That was heavy. So I just want to try to leave things on a high note. Going from good to people, a little bit inspirational, if you will. Let's see. Go. Go to the place you always wanted to. Go further than you ever thought you could, further than anyone ever told you that you should. Go to the place where time and space don't matter. Don't come back. Don't plot a course back to reality because it's not real. Go to the place where dreams are made, not just your dreams, all dreams. And see the things running through our minds. We're not so concerned about the confines of reality make us more alike than we are different. Dream. Dream like you'll live forever, but live like you'll die tomorrow. Have fun with yourself. Keep that play date with your inner child. Remember when you used to lay in the grass, look at the sky, put shapes to the clouds? Remember how anything was possible? Go and get that back. Go and commit a random act of kindness. Leave a roll of quarters at the laundromat. Something as simple as that. Go and become your own metaphor for your own better form of happiness. Go with, go without. No plans, no doubts. Just be, just breathe. Life is hard enough, so be easy. Go tell them you love them, her or him. Tell me you're afraid because you're no longer afraid of being in love. Like if love was dirt, you'd be brave enough to come outside on the rainiest day, jump in the biggest puddle, and get all covered up because you know rain is the one thing necessary to make anything in this world grow. And I propose you don't go crazy in love, but feel free to go crazy and propose. Like in them old commercials, one knee at the top of your lungs scream, I love this woman. And mean it. And ladies, I tell you the same thing, but I know you too cool, so just whisper in his ear, I do too, should be enough. Don't give in. Don't give up. Don't give up hope, because sometimes hope is the only thing we have to go on. Don't just do what you can, do what you can't. Do what you can't imaginable. Don't hide from yourself. Get out of the shower, no towel, look in the mirror and be proud. See yourself through your own lens, regardless of what they told you. They are not in this room with you. It's just you in a mirror, and you're beautiful. Every shape, every line, your truths you read and find and redefine. And instead of letting every mistake you ever made be displayed in your magnificent body as scars, instead, replay your perceived biggest blunders and let them become your beauty. I've seen it happen. Emerge from the chrysalis as a butterfly if you choose to, but just remember that even as a caterpillar, we still loved you. Don't stoop down to the level unless you're willing to help them up. And that, don't give a fuck. Don't worry about stones being thrown from glass houses. Instead, pick them up. Go and build some cool shit like Stonehenge. And when you're finished, go to those who reside in see-through housing and take with the biggest bottle of Windex. Help to restore their vision. Clearly, they can't see clearly because all of the dirt on those windows, and nothing says I forgive you like giving someone a clean slate. And while you're over there, take them food for thought and let them keep the plate. Because honestly, who wants to live in a glass house anyway? Anyway, I'm just here to remind you that boundaries shouldn't bind you. Like, should you need to find me, look for that place in the sky as wide open as a child's mind. No gods, no religions, probably chilling, politicking with the ghost of John Lennon, imagining something different than the way that I'm different than you. Because I'm not. I don't see you and see what I'm not. I see you and see what I got. I see it's like CMB. We all we got.
Yeah.
So the past is the past, and we'll pass that. The future has yet to be determined. So the most important thing we have is right now. Which means there's nothing more important than you do right this moment. Let's make sure the outcome of life's beauty actually comes out. Thank
Y'all give it up for Mr. Ross Hooper. I was gonna wear my tank top too. But I came straight out of work.
you. Gotta keep the tape.
Doc Bookshop, thank y'all for having me.
Yeah.
Y'all been gracious. I really, really appreciate it. But unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. So with that being said, good night, everyone. Because I got to go to work in the morning. Hey, before we leave, all poets come to the stage. Let's take a group picture. And after we take this group picture, the DJ may play, he may not. But my Bluetooth in my truck works really, really well. And I got to get back to Mesquite.
Hello, how you doing?